Salve galera, bem-vindos ao canal do Bellini's Bull Kennel. Meu nome é Maurício Bellini e eu sou proprietário aqui do canil Bellini's Bull Kennel. Salve galera, família Monster, sem mimimi, tudo bem? Galera, eu recebi um vídeo hoje aí, que me deixou muito lisonjeado aí, do Mr. T, mais famoso e conhecido mundialmente como Trantuan, ou Tuan, carinhosamente chamado como Japa, né? O criador dessa linhagem Red Lion, né? Os Red Lions, como a gente chama aqui no Brasil, né? Que vieram dos Viet Shark, que na verdade Viet Shark é apenas o nome do canil dele, porque a linhagem de sangue são os Red Lions, né? Por que Viet Shark? O Tuan, ele não é japonês, o pessoal chama ele de Japa, mas devia chamar ele de vietnamita, porque ele é do Vietnã, né? E ele mora na América já há muitos anos, e por isso Viet, do Vietnã, Viet Shark, né? Os tubarões vietnamitas, carinhosamente chamados aqui de Red Lions, e por ele como raça, né? Então, galera, um vídeo aí muito legal, tá? Feito por um grande amigo aí, né? Vou deixar aqui o link do canal do amigo que fez essa entrevista. O Mike, carinhosamente chamado de Mike, né? Do Monster Nartion, ele tá lá nos Estados Unidos, lá junto com o Tuan, o Mr. T. Eu vou botar aqui na descrição do vídeo, aqui também no convite aqui em cima também, o link do canal dele. É um cara que tem na verdade, ele também vai revolucionar os Pit Monsters aqui no Brasil. Legal dar uma olhada no vídeo, que o Tuan, né, ele fala muito sobre o que ele pretende, a nível de futuro, continuar fazendo essas misturas, chegando a um produto final cada vez melhor, né? E ele fala dos padrões da raça, que realmente nós deveremos caminhar para o Pit Monster, né? Temos que realmente diferenciar isso e registrar como Pit Monster. Então acho que a galera aqui tá no caminho certo, né? Carlinhos do Guardião Noran, Alex, né? E tantos outros grandes criadores aqui no Brasil, né? Então, acho que a tendência é realmente a gente abraçar isso e sair na frente, registrando os Pit Monsters e abraçando isso, para depois os caras lá não virem tomar da gente como o American Pit Monster, que é bem capaz de fazer, né? Então a gente saindo aqui da frente, vai ser mais complicado deles fazerem isso. Então dá uma olhadinha no vídeo aí, galera, acho que é bem legal, eu acho que isso daí vai ser uma bíblia aqui para nós, criadores do Brasil, entendermos aí o que são os Red Lions. Tá bom, galera? Forte abraço a todo mundo. Assistam o vídeo aí.
So we are here with Mr. T. I'm gonna speak in Portuguese, okay, so they can understand what I'm saying. Pessoal, tô aqui agora com o Tuan. Foi quem criou o Red Lion, Viet Sharks. Então é um prazer imenso a gente estar podendo ter essas informações dele, escutar dele, a opinião dele, e o que mais ele tem a falar também sobre a própria criação dele, né? A própria linhagem sanguínea que ele tem. Então eu vou fazer as perguntas para ele em inglês, ele vai me responder em inglês e depois eu vou legendar para vocês que vocês possam entender o que ele está falando, tá? So let's do it, T. About the dogs that were sold to Brazil in the past, would you say that those ones and the ones you produce here at that time were halfway to get to the dogs that you produced recently? Do you think those dogs worked for you like a tool, or do you think those dogs were actually your goal for that time?
At that time, the Red Line kind of is the new into a free game. You know, with the steroid, that's the bully. You know, that's the experiment dog to see. You know, to see how they come out, and then in the future, you know, we're gonna use those experiment dog to make it better and better. You know, to see what direction we go. That at that time, those dogs, it's just, you know, to see, you know, how how they're gonna turn out. It's just a test.
Okay, so you do thought at that time that you could get something better than them.
Oh yeah, I could get something better than them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now that you got some of the best dogs with a huge volume added to a clean structure like Red Bear, Teddy, what do you expect to get in the future in the XL style?
Red line dogs always have two styles. One is short and really wide, like steroid, warrior, war bear, honey bear. And the other side of red line will have big and tall dog like Teddy, X, Red Bear. We have soul dog also. We have two sides. We have, freaky, Axolotl, very, very big and big bone, big head, big muscle. But also on the other side we have, very correct dog,
Nice, that's cool. So these questions were from Mauricio. He's a guy that has a channel in Brazil. So you can say, thank you, Mauricio.
Thank you, Mauricio.
So now in 2018, when we talk about Red Lion, what would you say as the ideal model for the bloodline? Like, what kind of dog do you think would be as a perfect example as a Red Lion?
We always working, try to produce a super dog, like a dog like old school Red Lion, but with bone like warrior or war bear with the muscle and big bone, big head, big neck, but on the correct frame. That's what we try to do, in the future. Imagine 180-pound dogs with that kind of muscle, that kind of bone will be
and clean.
And clean. It's gonna be crazy.
Nice.
Gonna be
Nice. So which dogs do you think that has that look like nowadays, today? If you see a dog and say that dog, it is a Red Lion. So which ones would you say that are the ones that has more the look, a Red Lion look?
Right now, Red Lion dog is, right now you could walk down the street and you see a Red Lion dog, you will know right away. Because right now we have Red Lion dogs on top of every other red bloodline. We dominate every other red bloodline out there right now, because with the massive production that I did in the past, we have more than 1,000 dogs. So, those dogs, you could take a Red Lion dog to breed to another dog, and you could still see Red Lion dog in the other dog.
So you're telling me that the Red Lion blood it's a strong blood.
Very, very
strong.
So
we'll always see Red Lion around.
Yeah. Even though I did a breeding with warrior to a street dog, 50-pound street dog, just to see what can the Red Lion dog do with the ugly dog. And the puppy still come out like a Red Lion dog. Still come out at 5 months old already 70 pounds, and the mom only 55 pounds. And that dog end up to 115 pounds. You know what I mean? That with the mom, that 50-pound mom. And we also breed one of the smallest Red Lion dog to a sheep dog that Dennis have, Sasha. You see how small she is?
Yeah, she's small.
But we have the son in the farm right now, like 85 or 95 pounds to 100 pounds right now, and build like a Red Lion. You know what I mean? So Red Lion, doesn't matter what you do with a Red Lion dog. You could breed to a Mastiff, you could breed to a Chow Chow, it's still gonna come out Red Lion.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Because the bloodline is just so strong,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Brazil, they hear people talking a lot about Red Bear. Do you think he is the closer to the perfect dog that you already produced, or do you think that you already have something better than him?
We right now have a lot of better dog than Red Bear right now, like Teddy.
And do you intend to get things even better with even more volume, bigger head, more bone, cleaner? Or the goal now is just to keep the size you already have and get cleaner dogs from there?
At the breeder, you never stop at that point. You always have to get yourself to another level better. You always have to outproduce yourself. If right now we produce 160-pound dogs, next year it has to be 170. and the G after that has to be 180. So you know what I mean. We try the best to outproduce, you know, ourselves every time, every litter.
So the goal is always getting better and better.
Better and better.
Nice. So these questions were from Alexandre from Brazil. Also, he has a channel on YouTube, and he always talk good about red lion dogs. So looking at the size that these dogs are today, we believe on creating different class for them. No American Pit Bull, no American Bully, but Pit Monsters. Do you think that these dogs deserve to have a different name for the huge structure that they have now?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. These dogs need a different name, a different register stuff for them, because in the future, this bloodline will be, you know, all over the world. You know, everybody gonna have red line. You know, everybody gonna breed red line, and you know, gonna be something big, very big. You know. So they deserve a better name, a different name that we don't want to separate ourselves from American Bully that have bulldog in it, or the Axolotls that use Mastiff to put it in them. You know, we don't want to stand with them. We want to stand different. But you know, because these dogs look similar to the other dogs, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that we are other dog.
Yeah.
We always red line.
Because you know, the base in Brazil are red lion. So what they're trying to do right now is to separate exactly what you're saying. Separate the red lion dogs from the other ones, from American Bully, from Pit Bulls, because they do know that's a different structure. So they're creating now the name Pit Monster. We are talking with the IBC. It's an organization that's taking care of the breed over there, and we are trying to get some limits. And I'm gonna tell you some over here, and you can tell me if it's something that you think it's good or not. On how the Pit Monster would be divided, because they wanna have, as you said, red lion will always have two different styles: warrior, war bear style, and red bear athletic style. They're bigger. So do you think a male for warrior style? What do you think if he has from 19 to 21 inches and weighing at least 100 pounds? Do you think that's would be...
Red line dog right now, our female, the smallest female still gonna be 115 pounds and up, you know, to be a top quality dog. You know what I mean? Like the female has to be at least 110 pounds up to
the female.
Yeah.
So what do you think a male would have to be?
The male has to be at least 130.
Let's think about warrior structure, small and wide.
It's based on it look. You know what I mean? It had to be big bone, big head, and wide chest.
So on a dog on warrior style, it has to have at least 130 pounds. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
To be consider a monster.
You consider a monster, yes.
And for a female, at least 115.
110.
110. Okay. Now on for red bear style, what do you think a male has to have weight wise? Like, what's the minimum? Do you think?
To be like what?
On the red bear style. What do you think
Red
would
bear
be
size?
yeah. Because it's taller, it can get more weight.
Yeah, it could be 130 pounds. You know, same thing. You know.
The same thing as
same
the warrior style.
Yeah.
Just a little taller. Like what we're trying to say is that if you put two dogs on a competition, and let's say you get the 19-inch dog, wide, big bones, and you get a 23, 24-inch dog, wide and with big bones, it will be hard to decide which one is better than the other, because they have a different structure. Yeah. They are one is taller, the one is yes. That's what they want to divide in Brazil. They don't want to put short dogs with taller dogs. They want to separate. They want to even give them different names. Like there's
okay. So the highest standard could be For the big dog, for the extra large, for the red bear style, probably 20, 21.
21 and up?
Yeah, 21 and up, yeah.
Okay, and at least 130 pounds?
Yeah, at least 130 pounds. Have to be at least 130 pounds. That, you know, I mean, and 130 pounds, not, it have to be like looking good.
Muscle,
not overweight, 130 pounds, you know,
I know.
what I mean? We don't do 130 pounds overweight, you know. Yeah.
So what about for a female? For a male, 21 and up? For
The
a
female, 19.
19
yeah,
and
19
up?
and up, yeah. For the clean style.
Okay.
Yeah, for the clean style.
And with 110 pounds at least?
Yeah, 110 pounds.
And shorter than that, we would put on a different class, right?
Yeah, if you're shorter than that, then we could go to a free class. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. The other question that we had here was about what kind of bloodlines are in the red line bloodline, like the past dogs that you where you started.
To create red line, we have Peterson, we have Avon, we have Louis Savvy, and Castillo, and Camelot. So we have 5 different type of bloodline
To get to red line.
Yeah.
Nice. And the other thing I was going to say is about the flaws that you could consider as enough for to disqualify a dog.
Thundertail.
Thundertail?
It's Kingtail. We call it Thundertail. Red line dog don't have Thundertail, so that can be disqualified from that.
Okay, let's say you're gonna be a judge, and you look all the dogs. What would be the flaws that you could see and say this dog is disqualified? Like
high rear, too much skin hanging from the neck, Thundertail. Only that. Yeah.
What about the feet?
The feet on which side? Like
on both styles.
On both sides. Like the taller side has to be clean feet, you know. But you know, I mean, on the feet side, you know, I mean, a little bit easty westy is always gonna have it, you know what I mean? Because it's so big, so heavy on the foot, you know what I mean? Because it's so big, you know.
Because they can't be clean because of they're short and heavy.
Yeah. And with the freestyle, you must have a double bone. Like Warbear, you see his arm is really, really big.
Very thick.
Very, very thick bone, you know. Like, you know, like he got a big muscle.
Like me?
Yeah.
T, it's I think it's everything that they want to know right now. If we have something else, we just keep talking and see if the guys wants to ask something else. But thank you very much. I would like you to say, if possible, thank you for the people in Brazil.
Thank you people from Brazil for those questions. And I will go over in Brazil soon, one day, and to see all the red line over there.
I'm gonna convince them to take you to be a judge in Brazil. What do you think?
It could be, but you know what I mean. Like my style is just like, you know, something that showstopper, something you take it out, people like, wow, that is the winner. I don't care about. You could have like 80-pound dog, very correct, you know, but you take it out and nobody give a shit about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Red Lion name is the dog that we take outside. We will see the dog everywhere we go. We will like, oh my God, wow. That is Red Lion.
It's a showstopper.
Showstopper, yeah. We don't deal with standard small people, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
I want to thank Mr. T for explaining the breeding of the Red Lion and to say that I am a fan of their work, and I hope to see you here in Brazil soon, or I can have the honor of visit your kennel. A big hug, man.
Fala pessoal, aqui é Mike Jucá do canal Bros Kennel aqui em Orlando, na Flórida, e a gente está criando esse canal aí, Monster Nations, para que a gente possa estar compartilhando com vocês todas as novidades sobre os canis aqui nos Estados Unidos, tá? A gente vai estar mostrando para vocês o canil do Viet Sharks, a gente vai estar mostrando o Castle King, que fica em Denver, no Colorado, a gente vai estar mostrando aí a Red Lion Elite, a gente vai estar mostrando vários outros canis espalhados aqui pelos Estados Unidos, tá? A gente vai estar sempre buscando informações que os brasileiros gostariam de saber, e vocês também sintam-se à vontade de estar mandando pra gente perguntas, qualquer dúvida que vocês tiverem, informações, tá? A gente vai estar buscando informações com relação à alimentação, à suplementação, à linhagem sanguínea, trabalho de sangue aqui nos cães hoje em dia, o que tem novidade, o que tem por vir, tá? E a gente tá aí para que vocês precisarem, tá? Fique à vontade para mandar perguntas, fique à vontade para compartilhar o nosso canal, tá? E o nosso intuito aqui é sempre estar podendo ajudar de alguma forma na evolução da raça no Brasil.